Some areas today have already seen a few showers and thunderstorms. A lot more activity to our west, and that is moving in towards mid-Michigan. So good chance everyone sees some rainfall out there tonight. In terms of severe weather, some of these could contain some gusty winds, but no big severe weather is anticipated. To our west and southwest over towards Chicago, more showers and storms are developing. So wet weather is certainly on the way for the evening hours. Temperatures, check it out, 75 in Mount Pleasant, but 91 currently in Adrian as a cold front is beginning to move through. For tonight, showers and storms around 10, 11 o'clock tonight. Then we'll see dry weather, but clouds and upper 60s to start the day tomorrow. Get ready for lower humidity and cooler temperatures. 6 News at 5 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5.
New housing for the Lansing homeless might be on its way. It's our top story at 5. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jorma Duran. The Lansing City Council has now approved a budget that includes money to buy tiny homes called Mod Pods to house the homeless. The pods are coming from a nonprofit in Kalamazoo that was unable to go through with a plan to use their units. 6 News reporter Zach Prees is here for you now, live in studio with a look at when these new communities will open up and the obstacles Lansing might face in getting them here. Good afternoon, Zach.
Good afternoon, Jorma. Well, the first step was taken last night as the Lansing City Council approved the budget for a tiny home community for the homeless. But plenty of questions remain unanswered still, like where the tiny homes will actually go here in Lansing and how Lansing will work through the roadblocks that actually prevented those same homes from being installed in Kalamazoo.
Makes no sense to displace folks from one spot to another when we didn't have a true plan in place. We can now say that we're willing to try new things.
City Council President Ryan Cost acknowledges there's plenty of questions surrounding the project, like where the tiny homes will go and whether their future neighbors will be receptive. Kimberly Coleman, the Director of Human Relations and Community Services for the City of Lansing, says they're looking for community feedback.
Certainly make sure that we get into those neighborhoods or those communities where we're looking at placing it, just to get their feedback and to hear where their concerns are.
The city's spokesperson says the homes won't be ready until at least March of 2026, but Coleman tells me they've already had 2 people reach out and offer up properties to accommodate the community. All 50 units include both heating and cooling and are mostly made up of 8-foot cubes designed to house 1 person. There are also units designed for 2. The city says the total cost of all 50 homes is $640,000, not including installation, with an additional $750,000 needed annually for upkeep. The long-term goal is for individuals to transition to permanent housing after 6 months or so. During the stay, guests will enjoy necessities for free.
They'll be able to use the hygiene facilities at no cost to them. There'll be non-perishable foods that won't be a cost to them. We will help facilitate transportation to those appointments that are not on site.
Now, Coleman tells me that the city will be looking for private contractors to run the community, but they have yet to send out a request for proposal. Now, the city hopes to have the community up and running by March of next year, but emphasizes that there are still a lot of steps that need to be taken before then.
Zach, thank you very much. The Ingham County Sheriff's Office is now currently investigating a former employee of the Weberville Junior Athletic Association for allegedly embezzling thousands of dollars from the organization over the span of 6 years. The investigation is ongoing, and Taryn Simmons is here for you now with what we know so far. Taryn.
Jerome, as you mentioned, information is limited at the moment. According to the Sheriff's Office, this individual is being investigated for allegedly embezzling more than $20,000 between 2019 and 2025. According to the Sheriff's Office, this person had access to the association's bank account to purchase items for the concession stand. The former employee is being accused of using these funds for unauthorized personal purchases. Following a detailed months-long investigation, the case will be submitted to the Ingham County Prosecutor's Office for review. They're asking anyone with information to contact the Ingham County Detective Kelly Bowden at 517-676-8253. We also reached the Athletic Association. However, due to the open and active investigation, the board members did not provide any comment. Jorma, back to you.
Taryn, thank you very much. We're working to learn more about an hours-long standoff in Bath Township that ended with a man in custody. It happened near the intersection of Park Lake Road and Maple Lane. The Bath Township Police Department says a man violated a court order and was refusing to step outside of a home. When they got there, officers found the man inside with 4 kids. They say he refused to open the door and wouldn't let anyone leave, adding that he owns several weapons and is known to carry a gun. Eventually, the kids got out safely, but the man still wouldn't leave. Hours later, the man surrendered and was taken to jail. Be sure to stay with 6 News on air, online, and through our 6 News app for the latest on this developing story. We have an update tonight on Dopsy, Potter Park Zoo's rare black rhinoceros. Our Kylie Shapansky was at the zoo today to check in on her condition after she suffered a health scare a few weeks ago. She's here for you now live with those details. What's the latest, Kylie?
Jorma, Dopsy is still missing from her home at Potter Park, but the zoo's head veterinarian tells me it could be weeks before we see her again.
Right now she's inside. Animal care staff is closely watching her appetite, attitude, and comfort level. She is going outside a little bit in the mornings, but most of the day she's staying inside, so we can really keep a close eye on her.
Dr. Ronan Eustace is the head veterinarian at Potter Park Zoo. He says they performed 2 upper and lower gastrointestinal endoscopies to figure out what was wrong.
And we believe the cause is a gastric obstruction due to a mass of plant material that became dehydrated and formed into a phytobezoar, so a mass in her stomach. We treated her and she made some improvements. We ended up having to redo another procedure to treat her again. And since then, she's made pretty steady, slow improvements. Each day she seems to be improving a bit, so we're hoping she'll continue this trend and get back to her normal self.
Dr. Eustace says it'll be at least a few weeks before we'll see Dopsy in her home at the zoo.
What we don't want her to do is that she goes outside, sits on the farthest part of the exhibit, and she's acting painful and we can't get to her, because she's such a big animal. She has to, for most things, she has to decide to participate. So if she wants to come inside, she has to decide to come inside, because we can't make her come inside because she's just too big.
If you plan on visiting the zoo, you can still see the zoo's other rhino and Dopsy's mate, Phineas. Jorma, back to you.
All right, Kylie, we appreciate that. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, Delta Dental of Michigan, and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan are all celebrating Healthy Smiles today and 25 years in existence. Supporters say Michigan's Healthy Kids Dental program has helped transform the oral health of children across the state and makes dental care more accessible. This leads to less tooth decay among children, healthier smiles, and better overall health for hundreds of thousands of kids across the state.
That's 8 out of every 10 dentists across the state providing services to kids in the Medicaid program. By ensuring a broad network of providers, this program meets families where they are. It offers more choices and reduces delays in care.
Again, this marks 25 years of the Healthy Kids Dental program.
From Trucker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
For those that need to see some rainfall, this is obviously some good news with showers and storms rolling in, but these storms can produce heavy amounts of rain at one given location, one given time, so watch out for little ponding on roadways as we head through the evening. Doppler radar, nice line of showers and storms across central mid-Michigan heading towards the east-northeast this afternoon. Nothing severe so far, but some have contained some winds gusting close to 40 miles per hour. Main concentration of, steadier rainfall is currently across Ionia into Montgomery and Gratiot counties, but we expect more to fill in over the next several hours. A fair amount of lightning with these, but as I've noticed the past several days with storms, they haven't been the big lightning producers like we typically see with big severe weather. This afternoon in the past half hour, and this number is coming up a bit, we're getting close to 400 strikes every 30 minutes or so. It's a decent number and certainly will get your attention, but typically with big severe weather, we may see 1,000 or 2,000 or more strikes in a half an hour. As we zoom out just a bit, severe weather outlook level 1 across mid-Michigan just for some gusty winds. We're not anticipating any watches to be issued by the Storm Prediction Center. Just got to watch out for those gusty winds. That's about it. On the backside of this front, temperatures in the 70s for the most part, even as far south as Mount Pleasant at 75 degrees. And it's also going to bring in some much drier air, so our humidity levels will drop as we head into Wednesday and Thursday and Friday before going up briefly over the weekend. And look at that next week. There is some really dry air, really comfortable air on the way. So check out the Skyview network as we await the rainfall in the McLaren camp. We're at 85. The heat index is 92 with a dew point of 73, so it's still very muggy outside. In Grand Ledge, 87 degrees. Heat index is 95. The dew point up to 74 this afternoon. It is very muggy out there. In Jackson, partly cloudy skies, 85. Heat index of 90. Dew point at 71 degrees. And finally in Hillsdale, still some sunshine showing. Temperature 88. Heat index is 95 and our dew point 73, which gives you a relative humidity of 61%. A look at precision cast for the evening hours now through around 10 or 11 o'clock. That's our best chance for storms. It'll all begin to shift east and we'll see drier weather, but still some clouds out there tomorrow morning. As we progress through the day, we break back into sunshine and rain chances are minimal tomorrow. Can't rule out a stray sprinkle, but I think for the most part we should see just the sunshine tomorrow afternoon and evening. As we move ahead into Thursday morning, quiet weather on the way. Looks good. Lots of sunshine, lower humidity, and fairly light winds for Thursday. Means a beautiful day to be outside. Temperatures currently sitting in the 80s for the most part, although Adrian's still hanging on to 91 degrees. For tonight, we'll dip into the upper 60s with storms on the way early this evening, then dry weather late tonight. Tomorrow's forecast, we get more and more sunshine as the day wears on. High temperatures tomorrow near 85 degrees, which is of course still above average. The 6-day forecast looks good through Saturday, although Saturday's hot, 91, near 90 on Sunday, with a chance for some showers and storms. Next week still looks to be on track, much lower humidity, temperatures still above average, but very comfortable each day.
I like comfortable. I miss comfortable.
Where's it been all summer?